Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a secret superpower, one your brain uses every single day without you even knowing it. It's a really simple idea from math, but it explains how we make sense of, well, pretty much everything. Seriously, just take a second. Look around wherever you are right now. You've probably got books, maybe some toys, people, animals. The world is just full of stuff, right? So how on earth does our brain handle all that information without just shutting down? Well, the secret is you're already doing it. You sort things into groups all the time, probably without even thinking about it. You put all the red blocks together, all the farm animals in one pen, all the superheroes on one team. It's just what we do to make order out of all the chaos.
Okay, so in the world of math, these groups get a fancy name. But don't worry, it's not some big, scary word. It's just a way to make all this sorting feel a bit more official.
And that name is a set. That's it. A set is just a collection of things. The things inside the set are called elements, and they can be literally anything. Numbers, letters, or, like we're about to see, even a bunch of animals. The easiest way to think about this is to imagine a set is like a clubhouse, and this clubhouse has a really strict rule at the door. Maybe it's the Blue Toys Only Club or the Things That Can Fly Club. If you follow the rule, you get in. Simple as that. All right, so we get the idea of these groups, but how do we, see them? Like, how can we draw a picture of how they connect? Well, mathematicians came up with this super clever and simple way to do just that. It's called a Venn diagram, and it's really just a couple of circles inside a big box. Each circle is one of our clubhouses, one of our sets. And that big rectangle around them, that's called the universal set, which is just a fancy way of saying everything we're currently talking about. Okay. Enough talk, let's actually try this out. We're going to sort some animals, and you'll see exactly how this works. Okay, check this out. We've got our two clubhouses. The circle on the left is our two-legged club. The one on the right is the Can Fly Club. And you see that spot in the middle where they overlap? Yeah, pay attention to that. It's going to be super important in a second. First up, let's take a penguin. Does it have two legs? Yep. Can it fly? Nope. So it gets to go into the two-legged circle. But it has to stay out of that middle part because it can't fly. It's a member of one club, but not both. All right, next, a mosquito. Two legs? No way, it's got six. But can it fly? Oh yeah. So the mosquito buzzes right into the can fly circle. And just like the penguin, it stays out of that middle overlap. Okay, now for the really cool part. What about a parrot? Let's see. Does it have two legs? Yep. Can it fly? You bet. So, where does it go? Since it follows the rules for both clubs, it gets VIP access to that special zone right in the middle where they overlap. And that special middle part, the VIP section where the parrot is so important that you guessed it, it gets its own special math name. It's called the intersection. The intersection is where you find everything that's in set A and in set B. It's the and zone. You gotta be in both. And its symbol looks kind of like an upside-down U. And this is exactly what it looks like. When we just shade in that middle part, we're showing only the things that are in both sets at the same time. In our case, the animals that have two legs and can fly. So that's the intersection. It's what they have in common. But what if we want to talk about everything in both circles, all combined? Well, that has a name too. It's called the union. And the union is everything that's in set A, or set B, or both. It's the or zone. As long as you're in at least one of the clubs, you're in the union. And its symbol is just a regular U. And when you look at it, the union is the whole shebang. We shade both circles, including the middle part. So for our animals, the union includes anything that has two legs or can fly, or both. That means the penguin, the mosquito, and the parrot, they're all in. Okay, let's do a super quick recap. Intersection is and. The overlap. Union is or. All of it together. Those are the two big ways we can talk about how sets are related. So we've seen clubs that overlap, but what if they don't? What if you have two clubs with totally different rules and nobody is a member of both? Those are called disjoint sets. Disjoint just means they are totally separate. They have zero things in common. Their intersection? It's empty. Nada. And to draw it, it couldn't be easier.
The circles just don't touch. Like, imagine one set has the numbers 10 and 40, and another set has 20 and 30. They have no numbers in common, right? So they're completely separate, disjoint.
So you might be thinking, okay, cool, circles and animals, but why does this matter? Well, because this way of thinking, sorting things into groups, seeing what they share, what's different, it's like a secret superpower for organizing anything. I'm serious. In school, in science, even just for sorting your laundry. So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Just look around the room you're in right now. What sets can you make? How about things that are round versus things that are square? Or things you can read versus things you can play with? Once you start looking, you'll realize the whole world is basically just one big Venn diagram, and now you know exactly how to sort it.